Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today for the Global SportsTech Summit. This is the largest sports tech summit in the world, with over 3,000 people representing over 75 countries. You're going to hear a lot of numbers today, but first, let me tell you, today is 2/22/22. It's 5 twos today, and it happens to be a Tuesday. And maybe you're into numbers, maybe you're superstitious, but it just feels like there's something good in the air, doesn't it? My name's Daniel Cohen. I'm the Jerusalem correspondent for Newsmax. It's a global American TV media outlet, and it is my privilege, my honor, to be your guide through this event as we explore what's new, what's cutting edge, and what's innovative. And that's exactly why you're here. And I'm honored to be here supporting our host for this event, Hype Sports Innovation, the largest global sports tech ecosystem with over 100 leading sports brands, clubs, federations, household names I know you know, over 250 sports tech startups that continuously break the bounds of innovation, and over 40,000 followers. Let me tell you about Hype. Founded in 2015, the goal remains identifying trends, challenges like fan engagement, rest and recovery, smart stadiums, data analytics, esports, NFTs, and the Metaverse. And in order to help solve some of these major challenges, Hype reviews thousands of sports tech startups each year to find the very best to join the Hype ecosystem. Hype's portfolio, with 257 startups, makes Hype the largest holding company in sports tech. Today, this summit brings you the top industry leaders from around the world, pavilions that showcase solutions and breakout sessions. You will have the opportunity to explore the GSTS 2022 to the full. Listen to a keynote, panel discussions, visit virtual exhibition halls, and participate in a virtual workshop. And while we are not in the Metaverse yet, today's GSTS 2022 will give us a glimpse, a taste of what's to come. Okay, most important, how to get the most out of today's GSTS. Let me tell you, it's packed with value for you. The first, the case studies of GVA 2.0, Hype's global virtual accelerator program. These are the 4 rooms that you can see on the roof. Each roof contains the success stories between startups and partners. To view these, simply choose your preferred topic among the 4 rooms on the roof and click on it. Activity and performance, smart venues, media and broadcasting, and organization and venues. Now, after you select, toggle the More Info button. After this, you will have all the success stories, and this is the same with every category. The second, the VIP Lounge and Innovation Zone. Click on the VIP Lounge and Innovation Zone on the roof. You will then be taken to 7 different pavilions, and each pavilion serves a different purpose. We have startup pavilions, which are media and broadcasting, activity and performance, organization and venues, and fan experiences. In each pavilion, you will find the startups in their booths. The booths have various information in them, such as decks and videos, and it's right at your fingertips, right there on demand. After reviewing the startups offering, you can choose to chat with them via the chat button that's at the top right. You can schedule a one-on-one meeting with them with their scheduling links by toggling Set up a meeting on their booths. Now, we also have a VIP and global partners where you can view their content and interact with them. The functionality is the same as the startup booths. And for our VIPs, we have a VIP lounge waiting just for you. Now, throughout all of this, you have dedicated areas on the left side of your screen to serve you. Here, you can view the agenda, go to the networking area, see the full list of startups per pavilion, and more. To kick off today's conference, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's get it started right now. Help me welcome Amir Raveh, President, Founder of Hype Sports Innovation.
Thanks, Daniel. Welcome all. It is great to see all of you here, and it's great to be here. I can see we have over 3,000 guests registered today, sport brands, startups, investors, mentors. Thank you all for attending this special event. We have a crazy game plan today, and you can be the players. No matter what your position is on the pitch, there is something for you. Our commitment is that in the end of the day, each one of you will come out with something tangible to implement in 2022. Now, if you're a brand, you will get access to new business strategies to see some outstanding solution showcases. You will be able to see the first ever sport Metaverse demo created together with the Royal Belgium Football Association. If you are an investor, you will have access to 122 handpicked startups, some of them on their way to become the next unicorns. If you are a startup, you will have an unparalleled networking opportunity with over 500 top executives, 300 investors and VCs, and the opportunity to join the next hype GVA program. And if you are none of the above, feel free to look actively for the right opportunity for you. You know, planning this session, I remembered my first football game. I'm about 6 years old. My grandpa, Moshe, takes me to see Hapoel Jerusalem versus Hapoel Haifa. Game ends 0-0. I remember carrying football shoes with me just in case one of the teams will be missing a player. It was an unforgettable experience. 40 years later, I'm taking my 5-year-old to see a game in Cologne, Germany. You can imagine, great atmosphere, everybody singing the famous FC Köln anthem. I'm looking at my son as this is his first game, and I'm thinking to myself, this is great, but his experience isn't very much different from what I had. Yes, it's a fancier stadium, and there is a big screen, but not a lot has changed. Now let me ask you this. With all the technology around us, can't we do more to take the sport experience, the gathering, the human connectivity into a new and more inspiring place? But this is not the reason we have created GSTS 2022. There are actually two reasons. The first one is celebrating the last Global Virtual Accelerator success with over 41 pilots between sport brands and startups, 12 commercial agreements, 15 investments. And this is the place to acknowledge you, our partners, the brands, clubs, federations, for your commitment in taking this leap forward and constantly looking for new opportunities. Big thank to over 100 great mentors, top industry leaders putting their outstanding experience, time and assets, taking our startups to the next level. Over $200 million was invested in hype startups. Special thanks to you, the Hype Investors Club. And finally, I would like to acknowledge the founders, our startups. I'm so proud of each one of you. As a founder myself, I know this is the toughest game around. There are 257 startups that have made it into the Hype portfolio. 122 of them are presenting today in the 7 virtual pavilions. So the first reason we have created the GSTS 2022 was to celebrate the success of GVA2. Now, looking at the emerging new world around us, the blockchain, the NFT, tokens, Metaverse, dollars thrown into the air, the second reason for getting us all together today is to stop for a second and look at the new opportunities coming up. I heard someone calling it healthy FOMO. Maybe. But there are also a lot of excellent questions and concerns. For example, shall we keep the NFT IP or sell it? Should we create our own metaverse platform or join an existing one? Should we wait? And if we do, Are we missing the train? There is no doubt there is a gap, a big gap, between the buzzwords and how this can be realized into real-life sports business practicality. We at Hype felt the industry needed a gathering, a place where we can bridge this gap together. And having all of you here today shows that there is a real need for this. So the questions we are probably ask ourselves is all this wave around us is a real revolution or not more than a big illusion? Now, I know you love data, so let's look at some numbers. The sport tech industry market grew by 166% by 2021. In 2021. Investment in fan engagement. Sorry, I missed, there is another one I want to share. The NFT market size jumped from 340 million in 2020 to 23 billion. From 340 million to 23 billion in 2021. This one, and there is the fact that the investment in fan engagement grew by 420%. NFT, and that's, I think, a crazy fact, NFT stepping into a $100 million industry took already market cap of 27% of the memorabilia industry in just 3 years. Now, my main takings from this, to put it simply, is that tech is becoming the number one factor impacting sports business. And therefore, let me invite you to consider that clubs, brands and federations, media and broadcasters that will not take active measures to transform and adapt to the Web3 revolution, I won't say we'll become the next Kodak or Nokia, but for sure we'll lose ground, fans, revenue, and we'll stay behind. So it's perfectly natural that there will be uncertainty and confusion. Therefore, Hype has launched the first ever SportsTech Metaverse Arena. We'll have Peter Hutton later on from Meta as well. A place we have created for you where you can get all the knowledge, the tools, and to enable you to be in a pole position for this new game. For those of you with the access to the VIP lounge, you will be able to see the Sport Metaverse demo session later on today. You'll be able to see the digital museum, the fan merchandise experience, the Hall of Fame experience in the Metaverse, together with the Royal Belgium Football Association. Here is a glance of what is coming.
We are living in a new economy, a new realm of opportunities. Some say a new era for the sports industry. Metaverse market value will reach $800 billion in 2024. NFT sales increased 21,000% last year. Cryptocurrency market value was $2.3 trillion in 2021. New fan engagement platforms and revenue models. But this could also be the source for confusion and uncertainty. Blockchain, memorabilia, fan tokens, so many different platforms. What is the best strategy forward? Which is the best platform? What is the real benefit to our fans? But there is a new way. The Sports Metaverse Arena.
Yes, Hype vision remains to impact people's lives through the power of sports and innovation. The sports universe is entering a new realm, and I would like to invite you to join this exciting journey. You know, there is a slogan on the Hype HQ wall I really like. It says, "We didn't come this far to only come this far." I hope you're ready. Daniel, back to you.